Namaste and welcome to Pramanik Astrology channel. I'm your host Prasad Mahazani. Help you raise your vibrations and become your true self with the help of Vedic astrology. This is part 2 of Cancer, Rahu into the sign of Cancer and Ketu into the sign of Capricorn. Last time I had to stop the stream in 15 minutes due to the technical issues, but now we are going to cover the questions. If you have any questions, please put them into the comment section. We'll be talking over the questions I will receive on community tab and here on the live chat. Aritra Roy, yes, thanks. Hello, Aritra. Michelle Aspawn, namaste. Yes. Matrugutam Srinivas Sharma, I have Rahu in the, yes. Okay, so before we talk about the topic, when you have Rahu placed into the sign of Cancer, the calling in this lifetime is towards the Cancerian realms. You will be drawn towards the relationship. You also have psychic abilities. Okay, and yes, Michelle, thank you. Thank you. Namaste. Okay, and I was talking about the psychic abilities and you just pop up. Great. So if you are having Rahu into the sign of Cancer, you have psychic abilities and you are drawn towards the material things as well at the same time, because you have Rahu, Ketu into the 10th house, 10th sign, the Capricorn sign, which is practical, hardworking, stubborn, tenacious, and it holds all the significations of the 10th house. Okay, so again, you will be drawn towards the 4th house things, but at the same time, people will adore you for the Capricorn attributes in your personality. Okay, let's take a questions. Matrubhutam Srinivas Sharma, I have Rahu in Cancer. Aniket Kumar, Ketu in the 5th house, Rahu in the 11th house. Friend, we are talking about, do you have this, by the way, Aniket Kumar, do you have this Rahu and Ketu into the sign of Cancer and Capricorn, into this 5 and 11 axis? Michelle Osborne, I can't say hello, but had to jump and say hello. Michelle Osborne, it means a lot you joined this live stream. Namaste. Thank you for being in this chat. Next, in 2nd house, okay. Aritra Roy, please give a brief insight into the placement of Rahu in 2nd house of Cancer and Ketu in Capricorn of 8th house. Into the placement of Rahu in 2nd house, Cancer. Okay, when you have Rahu into the 2nd house of your horoscope, into the sign of Cancer, what it shows is you have to be careful with what you need. You might have certain subtle needs which needs to be addressed and which even you are not aware of. Okay, but you have to take care of this. This may be as small as other person not smiling at you, or other person didn't say hello to you. Okay, it may be this small or subtle, but it will matter a lot when you have Rahu into the 2nd house, because now the 2nd house is the house which you value, and here there is an illusionary Rahu. Okay, so be careful with what you need. Next, please give a brief insight. Okay, we just talked about this. Anjali Sharma, Capricorn ascendant, Ketu in the 1st house, opposite Rahu and Venus. Okay, this is a classical text. This is a classic example. When you have Ketu into the 1st house, first thing which really which is evident and visible in these people is they are capable of next level of physical pain. Anjali ji, you have capacity to bear lot of physical pain, which nobody else can. Okay, for you, you feel that as long as your physical body and you are healthy, you don't need anybody. You don't need anyone. Okay, that's what you feel about this. Anjali, did this resonate with you? Because what happens is when you have Ketu into the first house, into the sign of Capricorn, it shows that you you are so confident and hardworking guy that you always believe that why would I need someone else in my life? And who is that other one? The other one is the seventh house guy, your husband, your boyfriend, your partner. Okay, and you feel like I don't need anybody in my life. Okay, and when you have Rahu into the seventh house, we often hear a lot of chaotic energy into the seventh house of relationship, but it's the first house Ketu which is far more chaotic, or which creates this chaos into the seventh house. Okay, and it just it just makes other person feel that you don't need them around. Okay, and when the other person feel that you don't need them, he behaves in a chaotic way, and you feel that he is not behaving properly, he is not being consistent, he is not being loyal. Okay, if you want a greater relationship, a better relationship in your life, what you have to do is you have to be grateful that you have the other person in your life. Okay, Anjali ji, did this did you have the same experience with this, or do you have a different experience with any of this? Please share that. Okay, and guys, if you are getting value from this video, please hit the like button so that I will know what kind of content you guys enjoy more, and I will bring in more and more topics which will help you understand Vedic astrology even better. Okay, next is SM Fahad, how to control Rahu's malefic effect. SM, what kind of effect you're talking about? Because Rahu is also the most potential planet, like it is the future, it is the calling in this lifetime. So you will be successful with this Rahu. Okay, you will be far more successful. Like if you have Rahu into the 10th house, second house, sixth house, and if you have Rahu Mahadasha or is aspected by Jupiter, or it's all the lords and aspects are great, this Rahu can give you the best results. It's not always malefic. It becomes malefic with association. It becomes malefic with aspects, conjunction, and the lords of the Rahu and Ketu. Okay, otherwise, personally, I feel that Rahu is one of the best planet to achieve the material success. I always believe that. Okay, it only when we fail at working with them, Rahu and Ketu, that's when the problem starts. That's when we feel like all the energy is beyond our control, and that is not always the case. Okay, next, Rara. Hey, I love your astrology videos. Rara, thank you for your appreciation and kind words. Stay tuned. Rara, hello, sir. Can you explain what happens when your When you have Mercury in the 8th house, what sort of spouse I will get and how the in-laws would be. Thank you, sir. The in-laws and spouse will depend upon your Darakaraka, the condition of Darakaraka. In fact, we had one interview with Michael Reed where we have discussed this at length. Okay, so you can go and check that video. Basically, when you just take the planet with the lowest degree, that is Darakaraka, and put that planet and just analyze that planet as a normal planet. Okay, like what is the dignity of that planet, what are the aspects of that planet, where this planet is placed in, whether it is, what is its position with respect to the natural karaka of the planet, natural karaka of the relationship, that is Venus. Okay, and you can simply go on analyzing this. Okay, so you have to check the Darakaraka, you also have to check the 7th lord and 8th lord. But when you have Mercury into the 8th house, usually it shows that your intelligence is going into the 8th house. 8th house is the house of mysticism and occult, but we need to analyze what will happen with your in-laws, like what kind of spouse you may expect. So what I would suggest is you might have a joint business, because Mercury is also about the business. You might have a secret business with or partnership with your spouse, and you will have secret assets with your spouse. All that can be seen with 8th house. But when Mercury goes into the 8th house, it gives you tremendous abilities to decode the mystical language, to understand the patterns, to read the occult, to dive deep into astrology. Astrology is also 8th house. Psychology, astrology, all these can be seen with the 8th house. I hope you have got the answer. Matrubhutam Srinivasa Sharma. Rahu gave me first marriage and twin sons from the 4th house, and 6 months. Also made first wife pass away, and Rahu in the 2nd house in D9 came in extreme marriage. All going on well. Great. My blessings to you. Sending you high vibrations for your highest good and greatest growth. Space Cat. I think I have this in my birth chart. Also, my birthday today. Space Cat, wish you many returns of the day from all of us present here on this chat and those who are watching real life as well. Okay, my wishes to you, I will include you in my prayer, but I don't know your name. I'll add it as a Space Cat. Okay, blessings to you. Aritra Roy, thanks for the wonderful insight on Rahu in the 2nd house. Please elaborate the 8th house Ketu in Capricorn a bit if possible. Okay, when you have Ketu into the 8th house, Ketu is about the Ketu is a headless planet. Ketu does not have head, and if you look at the head portion has all the sensory organs. You have tongue, you have eyes, you have nose, you have ears, you have skin, you have every sensory organ into the head, and that is Rahu. That's why Rahu is materialistic, and Ketu does not have any of the sensory organs, and but it has stomach, which is why Ketu is always considered as a planet which is content, which is headless. Ketu does not have any clue where it is going. The direction of the Ketu is into the Rahu's house. Rahu will direct Ketu because Rahu is the head. Head will decide the direction. Okay. When you have Ketu into the 8th house of the horoscope, what it shows is it will give you the understanding of the mystical and occult science. Okay, and it also it will also make you distant from your in-laws as well a bit. But depending upon the Saturn's placement, it is more true if you have Libra, Ketu into the 8th house. Okay, because Libra again is the sign of relationship, and now it is detached. But when it is the sign of Capricorn, you will have more disciplined kind of in-laws, is what I can see from that. Okay, SM Fad. I have first house Rahu, Scorpio, and Taurus, Ketu in 7th house. Rahu, Scorpio, Ascendant, and okay, I have first house Rahu, Scorpio, Ascendant, and Taurus, Ketu into. I said, Fahad, we are definitely going to cover this, but when we'll talk about the Scorpio and Taurus Rahu Ketu pair, I'll most definitely cover this, because we always discuss about the first and 7th house axis. Okay, so don't worry about that. We are going to cover that. Guys, like the video. He's doing amazing job. Thank you, FM Fahad. It means a lot to me. And those who are watching, if you're getting value from this video, please hit like button. It helps me know your preferences better. Okay, it inspires me to create more. Hina Khan, difference between Western and Vedic astrology, and which one is more accurate? Hina ji, both the systems are accurate, because we are referring to the same sky. Okay, I don't look down upon the Western astrology that it is not accurate, and look up to Vedic astrology as it is the best and most accurate. Okay, both the astrologies have, both the branches have their own set of rules, and if you follow certain rules, they will help you. Suppose you are following Vedic astrology with sidereal nakshatra, sidereal rashis, then stick to it. Don't go to the tropical in between. Otherwise, it will confuse you. If you look at your tropical chart along with the sidereal chart, you will see I was Cancer ascendant here, and now it is showing Leo ascendant, but I resonate more with that. And then you start, taking sides. That's where you will miss that. So don't do that. If you believe in Vedic astrology, follow it. If you don't believe it, that's fine. Follow the tropical, and you will still get the accurate results and accurate guidance, is what I have observed. And this is my opinion. I may not have answers to all your questions, but I can have an opinion. This is my opinion about this. Avinash Fernandez, Rahu in 9th, Scorpio for Pisces ascendant, Ketu in the 3rd house, Taurus. I think we have discussed this. When you have Ketu into the 3rd house, it shows you rely more upon your courage. 3rd house is the house of your courage, and 3rd house is the house of your self-efforts and intelligence. So here you believe that you can do something. You believe that you are capable of doing something instead of just believing anything. You won't believe easily. Instead, you will work upon that. You will come up with the observations why it works and why it doesn't work. Okay, so that is it. Matrubhutam Srinivas Miput. Okay. Purvi Krishna, Rahu in 8th house in Cancer, Hina. Because according to Western, my Rahu is in 6th, but in Vedic, it's in the 4th. Don't worry about it. Just follow any one of it. Purvi Krishna, Rahu in 8th house in Cancer. 8th house Rahu is one of the trickiest position for the Rahu, and most of the astrologers will, sometimes might fail at this, because there is some part of your personality which nobody else can tap into. You have some hidden part to your personality. We all have some part which is hidden, but you have that part which no one ever will be able to touch, because it's 8th house, and into the sign of water element sign, which is again a deep sign. Especially with your emotions, you have some emotions hidden. SM Fahad, I have first house Rahu with Mercury and Venus in the Scorpio ascendant. Yes, it's great when you have Rahu and Venus, Rahu and Mercury conjunct. What it shows is it will make you, it will give you an unusual intelligence. Rahu in Cancer and music. Yes, when you have planets in Cancer, I always look for inclination towards music, because it is ruled by moon, which is all about fluctuations. From full moon to new moon, and new moon to full moon. Okay, this is all about, fluctuations, ups and downs, rhythm. Okay, rhythms with the tide. So moon is pretty much about the water fluctuation, rhythm, and hence I always look for the inclination in music. So yes, if you have Rahu in Cancer, you can look for this as well. And family, I have Rahu in Cancer rising and Ketu in Capricorn moon. Spouse going through work and physical challenges. Is that the effect of my star? See, most definitely it will be an effect of the chart on each other. But just because you have Rahu into the first house and Ketu into the seventh house in Capricorn doesn't mean that you will have all this. When you have Ketu into the seventh house, I have seen people with Ketu in the seventh house are the best people to, are capable of handling the relationship. Yet they are not inclined towards that. Why? Because of Rahu into the first house, because they don't know who they are. So they attract the wrong partners. Okay, that's the challenge. I don't think that just because you have Rahu into the fourth and axis makes your wife go through the difficult period. Check for her dasha. You can superimpose your chart. You can look for the moon, placement of sixth lord into her chart as well, and dasha lagna as well. Rara, thank you so much, sir. Yes, Rara. M family. Happy birthday, Space Cat. Yes, from all of us. Jeevan Jyoti, Rahu in Cancer, 10th house, and music. Of course, again, whenever there is Cancer, I always look for it. If you go and watch my Venus into the sign of Cancer video, okay, you should most definitely listen to that video. 10th Lord Mercury is into the 5th house with 5th Lord Mars and Rahu in 10th house. What is the meaning? 10th Lord Mercury. What is your Lagna? Kishore, what is your Lagna? You have 10th Lord as Mercury. Whether you have the Sagittarius ascendant or the Virgo ascendant. Matrubhumi Srinivas, I suggest not to use Western study only. Vedic. Okay. Jeevan Jyoti, Rahu in Cancer, 10,000, Ketu in Capricorn. What will be the career? History professor or music? He can be anybody. Okay. When it comes to career, it is the most difficult part to look for. Okay. I always feel that it is because nowadays there are so many avenues, there are so many things. Like, how would you judge a person's career? Okay. It is difficult if a person who is into robotics or into some advanced technological studies come up to me and ask for the consultation. I don't even know what it works. Okay, or maybe I know about robotics and there is something which I don't know. Right, there will be things which I don't know at times. Then it becomes more like a chess. We have to look for what are the planets. Is there any involvement of Rahu? Whether there is involvement of Mars, which is more of a forward, ahead of time technologies. Whether it is connected with the 12th Lord, 10th Lord, what's happening in the Shamsha, all these things. But the question you're asking, he has this position, whether he will be music composer or history teacher, I may not be able to tell you that. I'm sorry. Kishore Kumar, wow, great name. Sir, I have Ketu, Chandra, Shukra in Ascendant, Capricorn. Okay. When you have Ketu and when you have Ketu in Capricorn in the first house, we already discussed that. If you have watched this video, if you are watching it in a replay, you might be knowing it, but you are capable of great hard work is what is the crux of that placement. And when it conjunct with Venus and Moon, it shows that you always feel that you have physical pain and you lack the nourishment and luxuries. Okay, you feel that you may be having it at your disposal, but you always feel that you don't have it. For the above thing, any advice? I would advise you to appreciate the other people in your life. Anjali Sharma, Capricorn, Ascendant, Ketu, opposite. Uh, I think I have answered your question. Raj Hans, Libra, Ascendant, Mars, Retro, Moon third, Ketu fourth, Rahu 10th, Jupiter, Mercury 6th, Sun, Saturn 7th, Venus 9th. What to predict, sir? I am not able to visualize this, Rajans. But as you have Rahu into the 10th house, what it shows is you are capable of taking responsibilities from early age. When you have this axis into the 10th house, it shows you are capable of building your own empire. Look for the lords. I'm not able to visualize it here in comment. Apologies, but yes, I can. If you can put a comment after this, I will most definitely will be able to answer your questions. Vandana Rathod, namaskar sir. Namaste Vandana ji. SM Fad, next time please update on Instagram whenever you will come live. Okay, usually Fahad ji, usually I update it on my community tab, but usually I update it on my community tab, but it was decided at the last time because last time last minute, because last stream it was disconnected due to the network issues just after 15 minutes, so I was not able to cover the Rahu in the Cancer and Ketu into the Capricorn thoroughly. Okay, but usually I update this on my community tab. Will update it on Instagram as well. Let me see if I can do it right now. Okay, I'm just writing in Rahu in Scorpio, Rahu in Cancer, and Ketu in Capricorn. Okay, I have just added story to Instagram. Okay, next, Raja Chakravarti Films. Raja Chakravarti Films. Respected sir, would you please tell me Mesh Rashi, Tula Lagna, Rahu in the 4th house, Ketu in the 10th house. You have Mesh Rashi, Tula Lagna. Okay. What is my best profession and what this is? I'm not able to, understand your profession with just this. You might, you can look for the 10th house, the lord of the 10th house, where it is placed in. You have to look for the 10th lord from sun, from moon, and from, in the Shamsha as well. It will help you. Next, Matrubhutam Srinivasa Sharma, Rahu Sun Mars Scorpio, T1. Purvi Krishna, thank you so much, sir. Yes, Purvi ji, thank you. Raja Chakra, date of birth. Chakravarti ji, don't share the birth details here. SM Fat, make a describing Neptune and Uranus from Vedic. In fact, I am not aware of what it means in Vedic astrology, but I do have certain placements of Neptune and Uranus, but I have very little knowledge on Neptune and Uranus. Okay, so I won't be able to make videos on it, but I do use them sometimes for few of the placements. M family, thank you for your reply, sir. Yes, M family. Arcad Baburao, Rahu in Cancer, Ketu in Capricorn, in Gemini ascendant. What we can say about this? Rahu in second house and Ketu in the sign of Ketu into the sign of into the 8th house. What it shows is, again, you have some certain needs. You have to take care of your needs. We have already discussed this. Anjali Sharma, you are absolutely correct. I like your response. Thanks for the guidance. Yes, sir, Anjali ji. Thank you for your kind words. Selvam Namata. Good evening, sir. Ketu in 4th house in Taurus and Rahu in 10th house Scorpio. Is this will affect my luxurious life and professional work? Everything will affect, but how it will affect, I don't know with this. We'll discuss this when we'll talk about Rahu in Scorpio, because Rahu in Scorpio is very sensitive and has to be, analyzed with care. 7 Phoenix, Rahu 2nd, Kishore, retrograde Mercury. I am not able to understand this. Hitesh Kumar, hello sir, Rahu, Venus and Mercury in 11th house in Libra ascendant. Okay, we'll talk about this in next live stream when we will talk about the Leo, Rahu in Leo. Devika Mahadev, Ketu in 2nd, Rahu in 8th. Anjali Sharma, Cancer ascendant, Rahu in 1st, opposite. I think we have discussed this. Rara, what did you mean by that? Okay. Kishore, put videos for Kalasarpa dosha. Kishore Kumar ji, I don't know about Kalasarpa yoga, so I won't be able to make a video on it. Mad Arya, mad Arya, sir, what happened when only Mercury in 11th house in Ardra, Pada 4, and Jupiter and Rohini in Pada? Okay. Is it connected with Rahu as well? Okay. Venkat Reddy, Rahu in Cancer. I was just looking at Instagram story, which I just updated for the live session. Okay. Venkat Reddy, Rahu in Cancer and his house owner Moon conjunct with Sun in the 1st house. Virgo, going through Rahu Mahadasha. Now please say what's your view. They become Venkat Reddy. I may not be able to say anything with just this information, but always look for the Saturn as well. Okay. Tamiz saying, can I become good lawyer and then judge? I don't know. Thanks, sir. Rahu in the 10th house. Venkat Reddy. Rahu in Cancer and his house owner. Okay. Sushil Chandra Mishra. Buddha Rahu conjunct in 11th house in Vrishchik. We are not talking about Rushik today. Anjali Sharma, Prasadji, thanks for your guidance. Are you from Mad Arya? Sir, what happened when Rahu in Cancer, Punarvasu Pada 4 in 12th house? When you have Rahu into the 12th house in the 4th Pada of the Punarvasu, 4th Pada of the Punarvasu Nakshatra is Cancer Navamsha. So it becomes Vargottama. And when it is into the 12th house, it shows your connection with foreign things, with foreign land. Okay, you might have a job related to foreign things, or maybe you have clients from the foreign land. Okay, Hitesh Kumar, hello sir. Rahu in Leo with, okay, we are not talking about Rahu in Leo, we will talk about it in next live stream. Arcade Babro, sir, are you from Avinash Fernandez? Ketu in the first house in K9, Kishore, Sagittarius. And okay, Ketu in the first house. Okay, Kishore. Devotional, Ketu and Sun in the 7th house, which is Leo. We are not discussing it today. Manoranjan Mishra, Rahu in Cancer, Ascendant, Ketu in Capricorn. We talked about it already. Guys, and if you are getting value from this video, please hit the like button. It will help me to understand what you love more. Please hit the like button and put this into the comment section as well. SM Fahad, is there any way to get the consultation from you? Yes, you can reach out to me on Instagram, or go to my website and book a consultation. Vinila, hi, Ketu in Cancer, 3rd house, Saturn and Rahu conjunct into the 9th house. Okay, when you have Ketu into the 3rd house, we have already discussed this, but just will will tell you quickly. It's about you believe in what you do, and you don't believe in any kind of spirituality or religion, and you create your own philosophy in life. Aritra, does a nakshatra change? Oh, I missed that question. Does a nakshatra exchange between Ketu in Capricorn in 8th house, Uttarashadha, and Sun is in 11th house, Ashwini, closely conjunct to Saturn, 8th house, mean anything substantial? Of course, everything means something, but here is a thing about this. It can mean something, but either it is not into the dasha, or it is not that important during that dasha. But most of it, whenever there is an exchange, it is substantial and it is important. Ranjit Pithur Raman, in my birth chart, Rahu is 5th house alone. In September, since I'm Sagittarius, Rahu changes to my 6th house. I'm in Rahu Dasha. What will be the effect? When you have Rahu going into the 6th house, in fact, 6th house Rahu is one of the best Rahu position, because Rahu here goes into the Upachaya houses, which is the which houses which grows with time. And now here you have amplifying disciplined energy of Rahu, amplifying energy, and it is one of the Artha Trikona house. So it shows you will attract abundance with your sheer hard work, is what I can see from this. Venkat Reddy, Rahu in Cancer for Virgo ascendant. How is it? It's great because it is into the 11th house in Upachaya, which is the house of gains. It is the ultimate house of gains, and it shows huge gains. Kishore, D9 Rahu. Sushil Chandra Mishra. Rahu and Buddha conjunct in 11th house in Vrishchik. Samyu Reddy. My name Uma Mahesh. My Lagna is Tula and Marashi is Taurus. Marahu is in 10th house at Cancer sign, and Dasha is Jupiter and Antardasha Saturn. Please tell me, sir, about my Rahu. Okay, you have Rahu into the 10th house, which is capable of creating your own world, your own empire, is what I can see from this, because 10th house is the house of highest achievements, the 10th house things, which is the zenith, which is the brightest point in the sky. And here you have amplifying, dominant energy of Rahu with the depth of emotions of the Cancer. So you will feel good about what you do. Once you feel good about what you do, you will conquer and create your own empire. You are capable of creating your own empire in the 10th house. Rahu does great job into the 10th house. A mad Arya, sir, what happened when Sun? What happened when Sun, Mars, Rahu in 12th house in Cancer, and Jupiter, Saturn in Taurus in 10th house, and Ketu in Capricorn? And that's what I think I have explained you this. When you have Rahu into the 12th house, you have foreign connections, maybe with the client, maybe with the travel, maybe with the relocation, maybe with the source of income from the foreign things. Because Rahu is a foreign element, and now you have the planet which signifies foreign things into the sign of into the house of foreign things. Venkat Reddy, mutual nakshatra exchange for moon and sun in Lagna for Vayu. We are not talking about that today. Devotional, thank you for acknowledging each and every question. Of course, that's what I'm live, and I'm in no hurry, and I'm doing this for those who are live here. Okay, those who are watching it later in replay, they might feel awkward that I'm looking down into the comments. I'm not looking at the camera, but what I'm more concerned about are the people who are here right now. Okay, so if you're getting value, please hit that like button. It will help me to understand it more, that you love this content. Arcade Babura, sir, I'm not able to find Rahu in Cancer, Ketu in Capricorn in Gemini Ascendant. Please tell me again. Tell me in short. I didn't get your question. Aritra Roy, thank you for answering my question to my satisfaction. Thank you, Aritra ji. Stay tuned. Rahu in Aquarius, which is Ascendant. A mad Arya. Thank you, sir. Okay. So I think we have covered almost all the questions. Okay, Avinash Fernandez, Jupiter, Mercury, Venus in 12th. Jupiter, Mercury, and Venus in 12th house. Where is Rahu and Ketu? Avinash ji, where is Rahu and Ketu? Rahu into the 9th house. Scorpio. Okay. Arcade Baba, Rahu in Cancer and Ketu in Capricorn in Gemini. And what we can say about, I told you, right? When you have Rahu into the 2nd house of your needs, you have to be careful with your needs, because Cancer is the sign of your needs, your nutrition, motherly love, your nourishment. And you have Rahu in there in the 2nd house, which is the house of tangible things, which is the house of resources, which is the house of nourishment. So you have to be careful with what you need. I hope this has helped you answer. Okay. Ish Malvi, Sun and Mercury conjunction in the 7th house. Sun and Mercury conjunction in the Leo in the 7th. Where is Rahu? Ish Malvi. Avinash ji, you have Rahu into the Scorpio into the 9th house. We'll talk about this when we'll talk about Rahu in Scorpio and Taurus Ketu. Okay, but in general, when we have Rahu into the 9th house, it shows that you will create your own philosophy in mind. A.B. Larkar, Rahu in 10th house with Cancer. And Rahu in the 10th house with Cancer and Moon in the 2nd house. Any scope in entertainment industry? And Moon in that 2nd house. 2nd house becomes, so you have Moon into the Scorpio, Scorpio sun, right? A.B. Larkar, just put that. Arcade Babar, thank you, sir. I also bought the K.N. Rao and B.V. Raman books. Yes, most definitely you guys should read and start your journey with reading the B.V. Raman books. I bought all the B.V. Raman books and K.N. Rao books from Amazon and started reading when I started into astrology. 10 years, 12 years, 15 years back. Okay, but those books are amazing books and precious books, I would say. Aritra Roy, Rahu in the 10th house in Moon chart, Libra, 2nd house and D1. Candice 05, Rahu in Shatabisha in 2nd house. And Ketu in Magha in 8th house. Not good for marriage life, right? Why? Candice, why did you feel that it's not good for marriage life? Okay, Ishmalvi, Rahu into the 6th house. Okay, I forgot what was the other placements. Rahu into the 10th house. Ishmalvi, you have Rahu into the 10th house or Rahu into the 6th house? Vinny, Candice, I don't think that it is that your marriage life will be bad or will be challenging with just this placement. I don't think so. Vinila, Rahu in Sagittarius, 3rd house, Ketu in Gemini, 9th house. We are going to talk about it in next live stream. We have talked about Rahu in Gemini and Ketu in Sagittarius, but we have not talked about Rahu in Sagittarius and Ketu in Gemini. We'll talk about that in next live stream. Infinity, you deleted message. I saw your message, but you deleted, I think. Okay. Arcade, sir, are there any aspect of Rahu because there is more confusion about it? Yes, there is confusion about it because you will see few people do not consider it because Ketu does not have head, and they are one and the same. You have to come up with your own. This is a debatable topic, and all the scholars have different opinion. But usually what I do is I consider Rahu and Ketu as the ascendant and descendant. So when it comes to exaltation, when it comes to aspects, I focus more on their lords. Okay, and at some point of time, the aspects also works for me. So this is my experience. Okay, does Saturn in the 8th house bring the Atmakaraka causes early death? No, sir. Infinity, it's not like that at all. Don't do that. Atmakaraka, just getting into the 8th house doesn't mean early death. Ishmalvi, sir, please tell Rahu in 6th house, Ketu in 12th house. In which sign you have this? Just a second, let me check that. Let me see if I'm able to see the. Okay. Rahu is in Cancer. Okay, great. When you have Rahu is into the Cancer, into the 6th house, and Ketu into the 12th house, it shows you are disciplined and obsessed about order in your life. You want to bring in that discipline and order in your life, is what I can see from this. Okay, guys, do you have any question? Please put that into the comment section. Oslem Akman, can you make a video on Rahu Dasha? Yes, I have to make a video. I'm in Rahu Dasha, and this has made me very brave. I have Rahu and Sun and Cancer. Wow, amazing. Thanks for sharing, Oslem. I hope I have pronounced it right. Lakshmi B, Rahu in Cancer in 3rd, Ketu in 9th in Capricorn with Kalsar Padosha. How it affects? I don't know about Kalsar Padosha. Okay. So, guys, do you have any questions? Please share them into the comment section. PMU, what? Where is Rahu exalted in? Taurus or Gemini? I'm Cancer ascendant with Rahu in 11th house. See, when I look for Rahu and Ketu, I don't look for the exaltation and debilitation, but yes, you will hear that Rahu gets exalted into the sign of Gemini and Taurus. Yes. That should be Rahu in Cancer with Moon. Infinity. If Sun, Moon, and Mercury, Saturn is in 8th house, what does it show? Mercury, Saturn. When you have, at this point, I'm not able to just, that interpretation is not popping up, but look for the ascendant and see which is the best planet. Then also look for the dignity of the planet, which planet is getting strength. Also look for the degrees of the planet and see which one is having the closer degrees, and then analyze that conjunction. Binumon Pise, Rahu in Libra, what will be the result? We are not discussing Rahu in Libra. We are discussing Rahu in Cancer and Ketu in Capricorn. Do you have any question around that? AB Larker, Rahu in 10th house in Cancer and Moon in 2nd house with Scorpio sign. We are not talking about that. Rahu in Cancer, yes. I'm sorry. Rahu is in Cancer and Moon in, okay, Moon is in Scorpio, not Ketu. And Venus in the 7th house, Aries. And Aries scope in entertainment. Yes, of course you can go, but we have to, you have to look for the chart as a whole. You have to look for the yogas, which are the yogas for the respect, fame, honor, recognition. And you also have to have the dashas, which shows that you will have a glorious patch in your life, or a rise in your life. Infinity, thanks sir for your effort. Thank you, Infinity, I appreciate. Why none? Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Gandanta point in Scorpio. We are not discussing that today. Apologies for that. Arcade Babura, sir, you missed my question. Please put that again. Gokul Das, hi sir, I have Rahu in the 10th house in Cancer in Ashlesha Nakshatra and Ketu in the 4th house in Capricorn, Dhanishta Nakshatra. Rahu gives best results in 42 years? No, it doesn't work like that in an absolute way. But yes, we all have the planets and each planet have the age of maturity. So I think you are pointing towards that point of Rahu and Ketu when you are talking about that 42 years of age. Abhishek Srivastav, hello sir. Yes, hello Abhishek. Do you have any question? Please share that. AB Larkar, thanks for answering, sir. Make video on Adi Lagna Yog, Chandradi Yog. Yes, we'll most definitely make videos on yogas. Lakshmi, are you offering any consultation? Thanks for much for your answer. Yes, for consultation you can go and watch my website. You will get the consultation. And if you have any question, I'm right now right here in front of you. Ask anything you want. Okay. Arcade Baburao, did you put your question which I missed? Space Cat, thank you for the blessings. Yes, of course. I always pray for all my subscribers and those who connect with me on Instagram, or I have connected with me through YouTube. I always include all of you in my daily prayers for all of yours highest good and greatest growth. I always ask for your your health, abundance. Okay. Arcade Baburao, yes. I didn't know. I didn't get you. What do you mean by yes? Silvio Fernandez. Any questions or only about topic? About topic, I would say. Do you have any question? You can put it. If I can mold it to today's topic, I will take it. Like a few friends asked me about Scorpio Rahu, which we are not discussing in today. But few people talked about Rahu into the 8th house in Cancer. Then we talked about 8th house as well. So you can ask your question. If it fits with today's theme, we will talk about it. Sir, Cancer represent what things? Cancer is, we have talked about a lot. We have made a separate video on Cancer, but Cancer is more about the 4th house things of home life, family life, relationship, mental abilities, psychic abilities. Okay, your privacy, your emotions, desires, all these things can be seen with sign Cancer, and fluctuations, the subjectivity, all these things can be seen there. Gokul Das, what about if Rahu conjunct with Mercury in Cancer? Amazing. Cancer is not a great sign for Mercury, but when it conjunct with Rahu, it gives you unusual intelligence. Gokul Das, what if Rahu, yes, we talked about it. Aritra Roy, moon chart or D1 Lagna chart, which Rahu Ketu placements hold more practical importance? Both are important. Both are important. Soumyajit Roy, Rahu conjunct with Venus and Mercury in the 10th house of Libra ascendant and Ketu in the 4th house of Teen. Soumyajit Roy, when you have Rahu and Mercury and Venus conjunct into the 10th house, it gives you great potential to shoulder any kind of responsibility. You are capable of handling any responsibility because when 10th house is the house of your work, responsibilities, hard work, routine work, redundant work, and now you have Rahu there, which loves to be into the 10th house and is aspecting the second house of the finance and the sixth house of finance. And it does great job in the 10th house. And when it conjunct with the Mercury and Venus, see, you have to look for the degrees of Mercury, Venus, and Rahu. And Rahu is always into the retrograde degrees, a retrograde motion. So what you have to do is you have to look for which planet is close. Is Mercury Venus is close, or Mercury Rahu is close, or Mercury Venus, excuse me, Rahu and Venus is close. You have to look for this, and then you can analyze and see which is the planet having an age in this conjunction. Also, you can go and check the Bhavachalit chart. Just depending upon the ascendant lord, you can ascendant degrees, you can change and see the effect of these as well. Lakshmi, Ketu in the night. Okay, I missed one, I think. Abhishek Shrivastava, is there a connection of pending karma with Ketu in Capricorn? Of course, yes. Ketu is planet. I have to use the word planet, but Ketu is like, you always hear that Ketu is about past life. Okay, so Ketu is the things which are stored from our past life. Ketu is that divine intelligence, is the cosmic intelligence, is the godly intelligence which stores the karma of the soul, which makes you capable in certain ways in this lifetime. And all these capabilities are there to help you to go towards the Rahu house. Ultimately, you have to go towards Rahu house. But from the past life, you bring in all the capabilities here, you use it, and go and move to your next destination. That is Rahu, wherever Rahu is placed in this lifetime. So yes, there is always a connection between the past life with Ketu. But if you ask me whether I was a man in the past life, or whether I was elephant in past life, or horse in past life, I don't know. You have to visit a yogi. You have to you have to visit a psychic. I may not be able to tell you that. When I say past life, I mean that the placement of Ketu in certain rashis, certain houses, gives you certain capabilities, certain ease of operation with certain things. And that's what I say, the code from the past life. Lakshmi B, Ketu in the 9th house in Capricorn, Shravana and its depositor Saturn in 8th house in Mula, how it affects a person. Ketu in the 9th house and its depositor is into the 8th house. And where is Moon? Lakshmi ji. Avinash Fernandez, Rahu in Libra in D9, 5th house. We are not talking about Rahu in Libra, Avinash ji. Abhijit Sham, Rahu in the 6th house in Cancer, Mars and Ketu into the 12th house for Aquarius ascendant. What is the effect? Rahu into the 6th house. We have talked about it in this stream. If you are playing it early, you can go and watch that. But 6th house Rahu brings in the discipline with your daily routine, and Ketu and Mars into the 12th house is more about, you have to be careful with the loss of energy of the 12th house. Like, you don't want to get into unnecessary wastage of your energy. You have to conserve it. Silvio Fernandez, can we say that this combination brings a person to prefer to stay home with their family instead of work, get fame or position on society? Silvio Fernandez, on the contrary, these people are extremely, what I would say, what would be the right word? These people are practical. These people are, follow the path which will bring in the recognition and rewards material success to these people. But in this lifetime, they have to go towards the Rahu house, which is scary for them. For person with Rahu into the fourth, Rahu into the Cancer sign, it will be difficult to feel anything. To do anything is easy for him. He's practical, he's capable, he is disciplined, and he is capable of doing many more things. In fact, people will look up to them as a resourceful guy who is doing something, he's sorted, and will love them for that signification. But he himself will feel that he is not worthy and is not ready to accept what he feels. Okay, I hope this is answered. Ramesh R, for Leo, Rahu 10th house, Ketu in Aquarius. We are not talking about Leo and Aquarius. We will talk about it in the next live stream. Silvio Fernandez for Aries Lagna. Okay. Lakshmi B, in Bhavachalit, Ketu is changing from 10th house. So it applies for the 10th house. Check for the Bhavachalit chart and always see the Bhavachalit chart is the ultimate Bhava placement of your planets, right? You have Rashi chart, which shows Rashis. You have Bhava chart, which shows Bhava. So look for Bhava from Bhavachalit chart. Look for Rashis from Rashi chart, D1 chart. Okay. You have Ketu into the sign of Capricorn in D1 chart. Okay. So look for Rashi from Rashi chart. So Rashi of the Ketu will be Capricorn. But in the Bhavachalit chart, it is going to the 8th house from the 9th house. Okay. So you will see in the Bhavachalit chart the sign of Sagittarius. You will see Ketu into the sign of Sagittarius, but you don't have to look for the sign in the Bhavachalit chart. Look for the Bhava. So the Bhava of the Ketu is 8, and Rashi of it will be Capricorn. So your Ketu will be into the sign of Capricorn in the 8th house. So look for the placement of Ketu into the 10th house, into the 8th house effects, and look for the Rahu into the sign of Capricorn. I hope this has helped you. And I have made a separate video on the Bhavachalit chart, wherein we have discussed about the different yogas and Bhavachalit chart and Bhava Madhya, and how exactly we consider that. So if you want to know more about it, or any one of you guys want to know more about it, I would highly recommend you to go and watch the Bhavachalit chart video. Bharat, for Kanya Lagna, Meen Rashi, Rahu, Ketu in the 5th, Rahu in 11th. Rahu in the 11th gives abundant wealth and financial gains. Okay, guys, if you're getting value from this video, please hit the like button. What is okay? Abhishek Shrivastava, thank you for your answers. Yes, Abhishek, I appreciate. I'm grateful for your support as well. Lakshmi B, Moon in Cancer. Madhu NJ, Namaste. Namaste, Madhuji. Abilarkar, sir, in one of your videos, you said to get full results of Rahu, we have to improve and work on Ketu. What are some remedies for Ketu on how to improve this? When it comes to, yes, I always say that if you want to improve your Rahu house, if you want to improve your Rahu house, if you want to improve your Ketu house, you have to work on Rahu house. Okay, there are a few exceptions, like depending upon the placement of the Lord of the Rahu and Ketu. But in general, when you want to improve the Rahu house, when you have to improve the Ketu house, just focus on the Rahu house, and Ketu house will also improve. Okay, let's take an example of Rahu into the 1st house and Ketu into the 7th house. You want to have a great relationship, you want to improve your 7th house. Okay, but if you don't improve your personality, what you feel, who you are, you will not be able to improve your 7th house. You will not be able to understand about other people. And once you know yourself, once you started working on yourself, once you start understanding who you truly are, then you attract the right partners, then you are into better relationships, then you experience life in a far better way with respect to relationships. That's how these things work. If you want to improve the Rahu, if you want to improve the Ketu, work on Rahu. Avinash Fernandez, I truly appreciate your work and dedication, sir. You want to help many of us here. Good luck. Yes, Avinash, you got it right. I'm here to help you. Abhijit Sham, does Rahu give good results in Pusha constellation? Saturn is in good position. Why not? It will definitely give. SM5, Black Chakrabarti, Black Agate stones and its effect on Rahu. I don't know anything about gemstones, and I don't recommend gemstones to anybody because I don't have any knowledge. Silvio Fernandez, Ketu in Capricorn on 5th house, Rahu on Cancer. You say something about, I think I have already talked about that. Lakshmi B. So Ketu in the 10th house, Rahu in the 4th house, Capricorn Cancer in Bhavachari. Is the person career struggle? No. Why? The only key to it is follow the Rahu house. That is it. Tirtha, Rahu in Cancer ascendant and Ketu in Capricorn in 7th. What is the effect? This is a classic example. We always talk about this. I get tens of hundreds of queries about this when I talk about Rahu and Ketu. I think we are out of it. Okay. Yeah. Yes. So I have already just talked about this a few minutes back. You have to focus on yourself and your relationships will improve. That is it. The metal gold 1984. Sir, what is the difference in the 5th and 9th aspect of Rahu and how does this affect them? It depends upon what are the planets placed in those houses, what are the superimposing planets, and so on. And the lords of the Rahu and Ketu. The lords of the Rahu and Ketu are far more important than anything else. Always remember. Bharat, I didn't get what is the result of Ketu and Rahu for Kanya Lagna, Meen Rashi, Uttara Bhadrapad. Just tell me about Rahu and Ketu. Where are they? Bharat. Torash Rahu. Rahu in the 10th house in Cancer and in Bhavachalit Rahu in 11th house. What's the result? Politics, yoga are there. Yogas you have to look for with all other planets as well. Okay. And if planet is going in 11th house in Bhavachalit, your Rahu is into the 11th house. If it is going in 11th house in Bhavachalit. With yogas, what's the result? Politics, yoga are there. Okay. Anyone can join politics. The problem is if you can get succeed into that. Okay. For that you have to look for the yogas related to Saturn, because when it comes to politics it is all about the masses. When masses accept you as their leaders, you become leader, right? That's why you have to look for the placement of Saturn, the strength of the Saturn and the involvement of Saturn in the yogas. And if you have some Saturn Mahadasha, all these will get elevation. Bharat, Rahu in Karka 11th house, Ketu in Makara 5th house. Yes, I told you, right, that Rahu will give you immense financial gains because it is into the Upachaya house, which always grows with time. So as time passes, you will have more and more gains. So, but always look for the Lord Moon and Lord Saturn, their placements, whether they are conjunct with each other, whether they are 6-8 from each other, whether they are 1-5-9 from each other, and so on. And which dasha you are running, whether you are running the dasha of Sun, whether you're running the dasha of moon or Saturn, or all sorts of things you have to look for. A mad Arya. So what is the result of Rahu in Cancer in the 12th house when moon? I told you. I think I have already told you. Anjali Sharma, please answer this. Is this Rahu Ketu placement of past life one? For past life, we have already talked about it, right? Like Sohag Roy, what is your email ID? Or you can go and check my description. Subhash Sauji, Rahu in Cancer in 6th house. For Aquarius line, what is the result? We have already discussed about 6th house. It will make you a disciplined person. Soumyajit Roy, Rahu is more conjunct with Venus and then Mercury in the 10th house. Ketu in Libra, Ascendant in Leo. So what should be the favorable? Oh, regarding career, I don't know what would be the favorable career. You have to look for the Shamsha, you have to look for the Karakamsha, you have to look for the 10th Lord, you have to look for the Shamsha Lord and all that things. And the nakshatra of the 10th Lord, the nakshatra where Amatya Karaka is placed in, all these things will determine what can be your career. Thank you, sir, for the answering question. Does Rahu's aspect on moon create mental agitation, depression? How to deal with it? No, most definitely. If when you are into any kind of um, Rahu Ketu axis, you always have to consider them with respect to their lords and the health of their lords more than anything, more than aspects. Look for the health of their lords. Tora Shrav, Rahu, Mercury, Venus in Cancer sign in 10th house. But Bhavachalit Rahu is in 11th. If it is in 11th house in Bhavachalit, go for the Bhavachalit. Bhavachalit is the ultimate Bhava placement for any planet. Bharat, Shukra Dasha now running and Guru Shani 12th house, Leo, Venus. Okay. Purvi Krishna, Sir Ketu in Capricorn, Dhanishta Nakshatra in the 2nd house. Bharat, thank you, sir. Silvio, if Rahu is in Cancer on the 4th house and is conjunct Saturn and Jupiter. And when you have, okay, Sylvia, okay. If Cancer is on the 4th house and is conjunct Saturn and Jupiter, yes, when you have Jupiter conjunct with Rahu, you will hear many things about. You will think you will hear many things like Guru Chandalyo or all sorts of things. But I personally believe that when Jupiter is conjunct with Rahu, it will help to behave Rahu in a controlled manner. The amplification of Rahu is somewhat controlled positively by Jupiter, is what I believe in. Tirtha, Rahu in the 1st house in Cancer and Ketu in Capricorn spoils marriage. Rahu in the 1st house in Cancer and Ketu. No, it doesn't. The key to it is know yourself better and your marriage will start improving. Okay, guys, so if you don't have any question, I'm just going to close this live stream. And if you have got any value into this, please hit the like button. It will help me to understand your preferences better. Rahu, Venus, Mercury in the 4th house. Rahu, Venus, and Mercury in the 4th house, Cancer, and Ketu in the 7th house of Sagittarius. Mahadasha should be seen from which? Mahadasha should be seen from the nakshatra and should be seen with the Lord of the Dasha should be checked in D1 as well as in Varga charts as well. Bharat, please reply. I didn't get your question. I think I have replied to almost all the questions. What was your question? Shukra Dasha now running Guru Shani Mahadasha. No, I'm not able to visualize that, Bharatji. For Venus Mahadasha, I'm not able to visualize it. And that is not today's topic. Do you have any question around today's topic? Radhika Kanodia, sir, I'm Cancer Ascendant. I have Rahu in the 1st and Ketu. We have discussed about Rahu in the 1st and Ketu into the 7th house. Just go 5-10 minutes back in this stream and you will get the answer. Srijit Unnikrishnan, Rahu Madasha going on. What was his question? Jatin Mahadev, Ritika Ratogi, what happens with Mars and Rahu conjunct into the 12th house? When you have Rahu and Mars conjunct into the 12th house, you have to be careful with your energy. You have to take a rest. You have to not overindulge into any activities beyond your capacities. Okay. Jatin Madankar, Rahu plus Venus in Cancer in 5th house and Ketu plus Moon in 11th house in Capricorn. Please tell about Rahu and Venus in Cancer, 5th house, Ketu, Moon in 11th house. When you have Rahu into the 5th house, the only thing you have to take care of is the consistency. You have to be consistent with who you are, and rest will take care of itself. Maggie's Noodles, Venus and Rahu in Cancer in the 8th house. Saili Mahartha, sir, will you start videos upon the Shamsha in future after this Rahu? Yes, we are going to start the Rahu and we are going to start the Shamsha series as well. But before that, we have to cover many more videos. Srijit Unnikrishnan, Rahu Venus, why you didn't answer my question? 8th house, because we have already discussed that. Go back 5-10 minutes. We have already discussed that question. Maggie's Noodles, please go back 5-10 minutes. We have already discussed that question. Okay, so if you don't have any further question, I'm just closing this stream. Thank you for being here. Hit that like button and we'll see you in the next live stream. And if I have missed your question, we'll try to cover them into the next live sessions. Okay, stay tuned. Sending you tons of positive energy, sending you high vibrations. See you in the next videos. Namaste.